Welcome to lecture 16 today for the first CFO. What are we going to actually look into and use the scenarios? We have planned delivery cost and planned delivery cost. If you know the charge times PO, then the PO during the GR, of course, we need to have continue that with update. GR surcharges will be posted to clearing account update that is captured in the transaction formulas. Surcharge will post to the account. This is the transfer formula. The moment the time for the delivery. We have this division. Let's actually that already sorted. Let's do and just how are you going to manage the project? Because this one is the centralized certification is what we do. So this is settings. Settings and then the you can find the rest as yep, you can find the not put your close. IMDS, which is external, this will be made externally for we can introduce our third nomenclature of what we have. Sorry. And anyways, this is also replicated in select that we just see the way basic settings we go to most part of the organization so that the usually comes to the parts and the integrating. Anyways, for window, master data and for customer master data. This is one settings for window integration. DP category for direction, DP window. Okay, from this part to finance it will flow like that. And we have the this part of window, the file window, and a simple window. Okay, these are the rules. We have here some keys for direction, DP window. We will use this one. Okay, I am the N, which is looking for the cross application part. Grouping is coming from cross application components, which is this partner part, and this group is coming from finance side, and these are the same numbers, same can be given in finance side as well. I'm not actually going to because it's easier to actually write down some numbers, number ranges. Now, C7 and Z7 are the number range that have been assigned, both in the grouping and both at the FI level. So that's why we check this same numbers. Okay, now we'll go for organization creation in BP, which is the business partner setting. BP. Okay, organization. This part of LPBP 5. Okay. LAP, no, we'll say IMCO P5. Grouping is the same that we just discussed, IMVN, right? Just locate that IMCO vendor groupings. This will be a company, and what does it say? That is IMCO vendors, IMCO vendor. Okay, and we will, okay. The region, whatever the region will be, and postal code, okay, the English, it's yes. Okay, English. Next is say business partner display change, split. Last in the field street will be restricted, it will be click. Enter ID number. Okay, what is ID number? It should be something for this. ID number. Okay. ID number will be what 3438889. Okay. Number interval 90,000 to 9,400. Okay. Number not in interval. Oh, okay. Fine. Grouping has a number, enter a number. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is 3438889. Okay. And is grayed out company code button. Okay. General button is grayed out. Click on company code button. Okay. Let's first save this. So this has been created. Okay. And switch between display and change. Okay. Now we'll go for FI vendor. FI vendor, and over here it will show up the company code button that we're interested. Company code, and in company code we'll have vendor assignment. General tab data. We'll copy this. General data. Okay. In general data address, vendor assignment. General data tab vendor assignment. General data. Okay. Vendor general data. External vendor number. External vendor number. Where can we get that? General data. Okay. We don't see it. External manufacturing. Okay. Let's put the company code. Company code LAP. IMCO. Okay. And account management tab. Sundry creditors 180. 180. Sort key will be 014, 012, 012. Okay. Payment terms 0001. payment transactions. 001. So let's go double invoice check. What is double invoice? Basically, when if there is an invoice that is received the same amount, same quantity, same material, then the system actually checks the logs and sees if a duplicate invoice is not being suggested and being saved. Okay, save. Okay, changing BP role, purchasing button, purchasing. Okay, changes have been saved. Now we'll go for vendor, supplier. I guess it will be a supplier. Okay, it's not here. So it will be FI vendor. Okay, FI vendor, standard. Okay, easy. And purchasing will get the authorization. That should be IMCO, I believe. Yeah, it should be IMCO. IMCO, purchasing. Order currency, AED 0001, payment terms. Ah, schema group. Okay, schema group is something. Schema group is basically for pricing. Is used for pricing. Standard schema, schema vendor 01. Okay, save. Creation of vendor masters, BP organization, and I believe we make another one, which will be changes have been saved. The next one will be okay, changes have been saved, and we create another organization 901 IMCO. Data line address medium BP generalized LAP TR vendor. Okay, LAP TR vendor. This is IMCO TR vendor. Okay, postal code 3595. Iglesias. Iglesias. Okay, this is good. 901, and then we'll have the okay, same. 343. Yeah. Okay, this has been created, and then we have display change. General data and generalized data. Okay, external. Okay, FI vendor standard. Don't have any external. Accounts management 980012. Okay, IMCO sort key 012. 10980. What else? Okay, external. Oh, external is 01. Okay, company code. Now we're waiting. MI, vendor standard. Choosing. So, okay, changes have been saved. Payment transactions. Okay, payment transactions. Vendor payment transactions. Vendor payment transactions. Oh, that is wrong. Okay. Transactions 01 blank. Check that invoice. Check the invoice. Tolerance is blank. Okay. So this is all centralized now. Okay. Purchasing, we've already done that. Open period. Okay. Changes have been saved. All things good. Control slash. Let me first check what is happening. It is MMRV to check what is the current month that we are working on. That is 10th. Right? 10th. That's the current month. Okay, let's keep it like that. Month. Okay. Execute purchase order creation. So we make sure that we have to create purchase order with dates of 10th. Or maybe we should actually create one. Okay. MMPD IMCO 11,000. Previous period and negative value. This is for basically when you have to reconcile. You have to post some documents that are related to previous months. Then this you can actually do. Execute. Okay, this is converted. Go again. Create. 12. Same settings. Execute. Now we have conversion. Okay. 14. You have to create a purchase order. Okay. Okay. And creation, purchasing, supply to all. Vendor is emitter. Oh my goodness, which one was this? Okay, 900 yes. Standard PO, enter 0, type C, enter 0, take purchasing group, purchasing group, type C, role VN, notify master record for supplier. Logo, is it? Contract. Item 10, LAP on M. Okay, let's search for it. What are the options to search for? Ah, here. Delivery date is 58. Delivery date in our terms will be simple. The price is 200. Plant is IM0. Yeah, so location also IM0. Okay, expand item detail, enter conditions tab. Account assignment for material. Oh, account assignment category. Okay, now what this is, we'll discuss this in next one. Too much. Let's in the other one. This part. Yeah. 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 Use for sales document integration. We'll take up this send item out. Okay, so we'll just exit this. Make sales part. We'll just take over that side. In one shot, of course, we do this in rollouts. Copy. 4 hour. Not specified any part signature request. Save. Save. The same purchase order. It's done. Okay. It's done. Anyway, no. Okay. Anything like since they so oh, two. Any report or computation that actually comes up if you copy any established organization limit. So that usually happens. Now, extend the material. So, before, change. First sales orange. Oh, okay. Must have that there. Oh, fine, not fine. First, oh, small cars, house, and nine small cars. And we want the big cars. Even print, search, and open. Yep. So, go to that. Okay. For now, let's make it easier. Check. Scheduling. Locked. Okay, so now that we have changed the material count assignment category, of like bones, blind, M01, 30, I guess. Okay, now group sales org and material group is metals, division is small cars, 02. Okay, we don't have the sales org organization rules. Oh, okay, it's I9. I9. Payment O, availability check, and sale true. Okay, normal standard account assignment category is finished goods T1, and that was the complication that we were facing in the purchase order. Okay, that is it. And so we actually go ahead and try to create any 21 pin. Okay, render, same as before, standard PO. Current vendor, which is org. Item detail. Net price 200. Plant storage location. Item details. Then conditions tab. Go and check everything. It's pretty much straightforward when it comes to a purchase order. A purchase order is having quite a lot of fields, but no need to be overwhelmed once you actually practice this once or twice. Once is also enough. You actually get the hang of it. You actually get to practice it, and whenever you come across errors, you will know what errors do come up in a purchase order, what type of purchase orders can be made, and those errors are very common, and those can be configured and removed very easily once you do that only just once. You'll get to understand how a purchase order actually works. A purchase order basically doesn't record any financial entries. It's the good receipt note, GRN, MIGO GR or MIGO. That's when financial impact is recorded. Okay, so we're waiting for the system to respond. Let me just pause the recording so that I can actually save some time. Okay, so we come back again and then we can check in purchase order, and it's the same vendor, and the material was IM yield quantity 100, net price 220. Oh, sorry, 280. Plant was IM01. IM01. We're not going to match right now, and enter. Okay, enter purchase org. Okay, 200 plus 1 kg, and that will be purchase org. Purchase org was purchase group. Okay, and enter. Account assignment. I enter account assignment category. It's already assigned. T1 account assignment category. Okay, there's no program value this for this particular account. So this account. Okay, one thing that I actually noticed. One thing that I noticed was SPRO or the material ledger activation. Let's check that first because that might be another impediment. And financial accounting ledgers valuation basic settings currency and valuation. See that is it already assigned or not? The IMCO. Okay, IMCO details. Okay, so it's taking long again. I don't know if this is okay. This is good. IMCO assigned currency controlling area. IMCO, this is active. Maintain description, create versions for valuation methods. And actual, controlling area settings, legal valuation. Oh, there's anything I don't know about that. That would be KS. KS. Okay, create version for valuation methods. So, sure. Okay. Settings. Okay, finish. Okay. Yes. No, no, we don't want to repeat that mistake. Okay, so this is good. Okay. Zero. It's version 0, that is on the previous step. Okay, material settings. I don't see types and different material types. Zero. Feature, manual, individual. Code is also aligned. Site into valuation area, which is plants. 01. 507, all active or allowed. Okay, activate valuation areas for material ledger. And 333 and 3. Okay, 3. Transaction-based multi-level. Okay, now what is multi-level? This is something that can be asked. So let's see that in F1. There are following options: transaction-based material price determination option 2 in material master with price V, control V. The material is valued at moving average price. Price control is the material value at standard price. The moving average is calculated for information purposes. The moving average is basically for promises. In single material determination option 3, the valuation price remains unchanged. The standard price remains unchanged. The periodic unit price value of material valuation of the closed, which is the previous month. Periodic, which means every month unit price is calculated. The standard remains the same. Option is possible material price control S, which is central code. Central code and recommended. In addition to material currency evaluation, we can use material determination. With single material price, the unit periodic is updated. Periodic unit price for information can be used of material valuation in the closed period. No, the material ledger is active. Okay, when you activate the material for valuation, describing the specific time material price will be proposed when material is created in that valuation area. It's probably ignored at production starts. It's not just going to be the for all materials present. Okay, change and go to SAP access to accounting, condition, change material price determination. Okay, and so let's set it to 2 because the material was 2. Basically, this is transaction based where it is valuated at moving average price. Okay, and it is valuated as on not standard price. Standard price, of course, remains the same while a periodic unit price was calculated if it is multi-level. Okay, okay, so let's save this. Save it. So this is activated again at transaction level, which is the price. Okay, activation. Already done that. Integration with controlling document types. Define ledger, we've already seen that. Okay, now we go back to MM02 IMRM. Okay, organizational levels, IM01, storage indications, V03, sales org, IMNO, I9. Okay. T1, count assignment group material. Okay, now one thing that I believe might be a problem is that T1 is the account assignment group. Let's check this thing, which is a new thing. That might be a problem, which is FIMM integration, OBYC, or more specifically, the pricing procedure in materials management. Okay, purchasing. Okay, it is this pricing procedure. Reporting, okay, portal. Okay. Purchase order, number ranges, variances, transport order, invoicing plan. Okay, okay, let me just. Okay, so the thing is, it's just two that might use that. It's not getting that. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is raw materials. These are the material types. Okay, just ROH, quantity and quality, dictating quantity and value. Yeah. 01, 50, goods, 501. Okay, 06. Okay, types. Verb, 50. Verb, help, is, finished. Okay, so finished. Okay, 07. Verb, what else? Raw material, this one. What raw materials did we take? I'm just not so sure about that. 501. Okay, this is not quantity and value. Okay, okay. Save. So without this, it will not update the values. Okay. We copy from IMR. contained by purchasing. Okay, now this is the next error that has come up. Okay, that doesn't matter. The data is normally necessary material basket. 60, 60, 50. Already okay. ML is now active. This is what I actually look at. It's transaction based. You can change it from here from 2 to 3 multi-level that we just discussed. 3000. This is raw materials. This is the valuation class for GL integration. Okay. Moving average price. Okay. Per unit price is 190. Standard price per unit price will be better moving average price. Okay, per unit price is 91. Two. The quantity structure origin group is basically for overheads. Okay, invoice basically tracks back all the materials that are in a form and it builds up material. Okay. Save. Okay. Exit. Batch 0 to 3. Okay. Exit. Okay. Will be extended. Save. Here the usage. Product use tools. Last one. It is something for PD. Yes. Blocked. Good. Will be extended. Enter forecast model. 0. 2. Exit. The selected have been processed. Okay, so all of the views have been processed now, and now we go for ME21N. Okay. IM RM0 150 200 AEB and IM01 storage location. Exchange org. The role we are not defined in master record anyways, that doesn't matter. Okay, delivery anyone's. Okay, item detail. Okay, item detail, we have conditions. Okay, insertable. So it actually takes a little bit of hustle, and that you're done. Now we've done this part, expand item detail, insertable FRB1. Okay, FRB1, condition type. Okay, and condition type. FRB net value is, trade value is 45. 45. The missing pricing procedure, AMRM 1000. Okay, MCU. You have pricing procedure. Okay, check. Now we have to check the pricing procedure for that. Just move this. Let me just all of this. I've explained what is pricing procedure, which is what details. RM1000 is known for the processing and customizing. Okay, we can go here. So pricing procedure is basically process steps that we have to follow, and those steps are pretty much easy. So let me just shed some light on this. Material management, purchasing, conditions. We are here in conditions, and we have price determination process. This is very important, the heart and soul of material management. Okay, and the access sequence, of course, what we actually define is how prices will be determined and accessed. P gross price PV01, how it will access, how it will actually look for the price, will actually look for these items and prices from these items. So even for record in this really series, once it actually comes across the price of the material on that or that particular requirement, it will stop. If it gets a material, it will not go further to the next line. That means exclusive over here, the PV01. And access basically is attached to condition types. Condition types for purchasing, set pricing condition types for purchasing. The condition types that we are looking at here is FRB1 is here already. Double click, and it will be discount surcharge is how we define it. It will be a fixed amount, and category it will be along with delivery cost. It will be given as expense in positive, not negative, which is income. Okay, and changes which can be made are amounts and the percentage. So manually it can be changed at the purchase order level. Okay, supply goods receipt and close is possible. So we'll keep it. We keep it a default. Okay, FRB is what we're looking for. So condition type. Okay, let me just again FRB1. Over here we have access sequence. It's not mentioned over here because it's not part of the pricing procedure, because by default we only get the prices and the attached taxes with our pricing as per the jurisdiction. So that's why the access is not actually given over here. It's kind of free. Okay, purchasing calculation schema. Okay, now over here the procedure pricing. This is the pricing procedure this is actually talking about. If I press enter over here, it says pricing procedure RM1000. So I will actually look for RM1000. Okay, purchasing document small control data. This is AM. We don't have FRB. Okay, FRB1. So what do we have? We have cash discount, but we want. Okay, we need an entry, and that will be actual value, statistical value, net value inclusive tax, net value inclusive discount, and the condition type, of course, will be given over here. Now, these are some of the settings. This means manual. Okay, manual entries will be given to discount, quantity discount, absolute discount, and discount percentage of net price. Okay, and then we have required, whether this can be made mandatory or not. The statistical, of course, some amounts can be made statistical for reporting purposes, like local jurisdiction taxation. Okay, like for example, we have this non-deductible tax, which is a statistical print type, is basically if you want to have it printed on the purchase order. Okay, subtotal. Let's see what are the options in subtotal. Okay, in subtotal it says 9 copy values, the gross value. Okay, requirement. These are basically some types of calculations that we want, like rounding up. If you want to round an amount like exchange rates or tax rates, that could actually go into 3 to 4 decimal places. That too can be done with rounding. Price change or rebates. These are some conditions that will actually change the nature of the field. Its calculation based on this basically cost price. If it says it will be calculated as per this part 6 as it says over here. Okay. Now 17. What does 17 mean for cash discount? It means cash discount in purchasing. So these are some conditions that actually define how this condition type will actually act. So as we see over here, FRB now 20. Now 20 is net value, and this is going to calculate from this one. Okay, and whether we should add to the net value or not, this is the thing. Okay, let's add 80. Okay, actual value, and 50. We'll add 50. Use only print types A, B, and C, D. So this will be 57. Condition type FRB1. Freight charges. Okay, and freight charges. Freight value is of course manual, so this will be manual. Print type, yes. Printing an item level, subtotal requirement, and from step to step. I don't think this will be, of course, enter. One entry chosen. Save. Okay, fair enough. Now we have added it to the pricing procedure. So we have access sequence which are connected with the condition types, and condition types are basically become a spare part of the pricing procedure that we have just seen. So we redo the purchase order again. Okay. Okay, ME21. And so far we have to remove the errors. Of course, it takes some time to actually go into and reflect into the details of the material masters. So we have to look at quite a lot of this. So that's why our lecture has actually IM RM01, delivery date 25, net price 200, currency AED, IM01, enter. Okay. G. Okay. This detail. Okay, conditions FRD1 45. Provision key missing for condition type in schema RM01. Provision account. Provision account. Oh, okay. So let's stop it over here. We'll take it in the next lecture. Thank you very much. Have a great day. So far, we actually remove the errors, and we'll just continue to post the purchasing record in the next one. Okay, conditions not as provision relevant. However, account key missing in the schema for this condition. I will name an account. Oh, account key. Yeah, account will add that. We will add that. We will add it right now. Okay, account key. Okay. Okay, and this will be purchasing account, freight clearing, freight provision, FR2. Okay, choosing. That was saved, and okay, schema group, schema determination. Schema group for suppliers. Okay, this is the schema that gets attached to the vendor. Okay, so this is a schema group attached with pricing procedures. Different schema groups for purchase orgs, purchase org. Okay, we don't need this. We actually need it at the vendor level. Assign schema group purchase organization. We don't need this. Okay, and we are actually attach it to the vendor level. Okay, calculation of standard purchase orders. RM 1000 schema group supplier 01. So this will be using this one. That's why it is picking up this one. Okay, at the vendor level, because that vendor will actually go with this pricing procedure. So stock transport orders for determination of market price. Stock transport orders is something different again. Okay, purchase or market price schema. No, we'll keep it open. Keys. Okay, account key, which is FR1 freight clearing. You've already maintained key usage. Let's see what are the usage of these keys. Okay, now FR1. Okay, pricing procedure, RM 0. But why not RM01? RM 1000. Freight provisions FR2, RM 0, 02. Value quantity FR. Okay, condition type. Account keys FR2, it will work with these conditions types. Okay, fair enough. For this understanding sake, purchase account management. Pricing procedure. Okay. Now we have condition tables. Now what are condition tables? Let me just take. Let's see for 04. We'll pick up 04, that is for material. 01, material standard, material import record, material type. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, purchase org and material type. Basically, that basically becomes a condition type and defines the condition type of material. So condition of material. So if they're defining material type, it will be based on the combination of purchase org and material type. So every purchase organization will have a different view, a different interpretation for materials. Okay. Okay, and what else? Account assignment categories. So these are views basically. Condition controls. Fine, let's do it in the next one. So we create this purchase order. We create a purchase order with ME21N because we have to create a purchase order with all these details. And it's asking for a condition type of this again. From the MM side, it was getting an issue. We'll just make a simple purchase order, save it. Okay. And okay. This is our vendor. This is our material. PO quantity 200. Delivery date. We'll just put today's date. Net price is 200. Currency AED. We'll have to put a plant. Plant is important. We have like 5 plants. And what else? Yes. Organization data. Okay. So this has been put in header. In header, we have to give the organization data, that is purchase organization and purchase group. Enter. Okay, just press enter and the warning will go away. Press enter, it will go away. It will go away. Okay. And we save it. Okay. Purchase order is created. Let's see what are the messages. Okay, these are just warnings. We can actually skip these. Save document. Okay. Save. Next. Good receipt, MIGO. Purchase order. Okay, it should have. Okay, this is the number. We copy this. Copy. MIGO. Lab 1, GR. Okay, 200 was delivery note item. Okay, check. Okay, document. Material document will be generated. Okay, this is quite simple. Okay. Then. Okay, you've already done this. The type 31 was already removed if this error actually comes in. So let's see if the server is with us or not. Okay, yeah. Okay. Good receipt. Okay, and it will be based on the good receipt based on purchase order. So it will be using movement tag 101. This is used for good receipt for purchase order. And purchase order we put here. Enter. Not found a parameter for goods movement. Where's that? Okay. Delivery note, GR, GR. Okay. There might be some details that might be missing because we didn't put in the details. Nobody said, pretty sure that was complete. Yeah, order. Don't exist. Order. Execute provision for your internal order. Okay. Did you use a reservation for this? Okay. Somehow, maybe it's actually running into some errors. You'll go and check the purchase order. Go search. ME22. Okay. AED. Okay. Now this might be the problem. Okay. Okay. We'll create another one. Maybe it's because of the currency now it's making this problem. Standard PO. Interior. Short text. 150. Oh no. 150. It'll be date. Like price. 200 price of one. Okay. Okay. 01. And the currency. Currency. See. It was not PKR, I guess. It was AED last time. But anyways. Yeah, it was because this is the way plant. It shouldn't be in PKR. AED. Purchasing org. Oh, okay. Check. Okay. Now we can post it. Let's see the release strategy if it's there. Maybe because of this, it's not releasing it, but let's see somehow we will check. Okay, not released. Okay, status is release possible. Save. Save. It should be 166. So we'll go and release it. That might be the reason. 166. Okay. Now we'll release it. How do we release it? Pretty simple. ME29N. Okay, release standard. Not released. Okay. Okay. Not released. Status. Release strategy. Okay, because of the release strategy that is attached to it. Okay, manage it. Release strategy was not. Release strategy was not released. So once it is released at both the ends, then it will become released. Okay. And the buyer is VAUSNET SAP. Processor is also VAUSNET SAP. So we have to release this. Is the release strategy. Yeah, release procedure. Define release procedure. Scopes. Release strategy was net. Schools. Buy manager head of purchasing AS 10/20/30. So what we'll do is we'll do this. Release indicator. Release 0 is not released, 1 is released. Also, we'll also do this. So let's make it easy for everyone. Release strategies. Yes. Yeah. Specification. Release simulation. Release ID. Simulate release. Release already affected. Released. Okay. Good. It's working. It's in place. Okay. Now let's go back and see. Because this is a conflict, because this is the login. And it is conflicting. Buyer cannot be manager. That's why. It's not releasing it. The system could not actually process it. Because it was the same person. Same person cannot have multiple roles, right? Okay. Okay, now let's head back to our ME29 and let's hope that we can release it now. It should get released now. Okay. And the part. Release strategy. Okay, release. Enter. Okay, continue. Yeah. Okay, this can be reverted as well. We can cancel the release. Now it is released. MIGO. And 101 purchase order 165 GR not permitted again. How is it possible? There is something wrong with this purchase order. Purchase order. Oh. Okay, purchase order 1666165. 65. So 16 is not yet released, so it cannot actually go for no receipt. 165 is done. It's released. Not yet released. How possible? It says that purchase order that is not yet released. It's already released. But somehow 501, 101. Receipt without PO. No. 101. It's still the same. GR. ME20. 450. 65. Not released. Maybe we not save it. Oh yeah, we did not save it. Yes. Okay. Enter. Okay. Save. Yeah, save document. It has changed. Okay. MIGO. Okay. Purchase order. 65. GR. Enter. Table 169 entry in code. Okay. SAP. Your document parameters, invoice verification. Yes. Maintain. Okay. I'm seeing. Okay, MC is not there. IMCU. Check reference. Okay. Pure text, check amount. No, it should go. Okay. No, I believe it should. What? Okay. Okay. GR. GR. Quantity. 100. Where? Storage location. LP1. IM01. Let me just check what window. Yeah. 3030. 3030. Oh, enter. Okay. Item okay. Post. Okay. In company code. Posting only in 2012 and 1. Okay, we'll have to open the periods. We'll do this in the next one. Yeah, Okay, MIRO, last time we were into this IMCO. We have to record an invoice based on the purchase record. Okay, and it should bring up the 36 and purchase order 165. This was having errors, that's why there was a little bit of delay in uploading this lecture. We have to remove those errors. Those errors are again very benign and very small. So we're back again, and those errors were related to posting periods for MM, for FI, and some of those were related to those were very, again, very naive, taking the purchase orders, and there were some errors at plant level. We removed that as well, just configured the plant and their addresses. And now we are hoping to accomplish this. We've already accomplished the purchase order. Now this is the next one. There are like two parts. MIGO, when the GRN is done and the financial impact is recorded after the purchase order is done. That's the next step. That is MIGO and MIRO. So MIGO and MIRO will be entered. We've already entered MIGO. Now we'll enter MIRO. So there are like three parts: purchase order, MIRO, and MIGO. MIRO and MIGO. MIRO is for invoicing, as you can see from here, and MIGO is for good receipt or goods transition or transfer of stock or goods from plant to plant or storage location to storage location, intra-plant, inter-plant, okay, intercompany plant or intra-company plant. So based on that, now we have like three things: stocks, vendor, and stocks, vendor, and stocks and vendors. The stock, the vendor, and we have to reconcile it. Then the GRIR, yes. The GRIR acts as an intermediary, and the GRIR account is open to clearing, while the other accounts are absorbing. They're just recording the other MM accounts. Only GRIR account actually acts as a bridge between the vendors and the stocks that are received or invoiced. So we have three things like good receipt, good invoiced, and vendor. Okay, have to reconcile all of this, and for that we have to keep GRIR as open item account because it has to be cleared at the month end, the period end, or the quarter end. And that is the reason. Again, we've got a server that is very slow in thinking. Let me just pause it for a while. Okay, we got this back, and now calculate tax. Calculate tax. This will be 2800. It's calculating the tax. Okay, and we will simulate it. It took me a long time to process this MIRO because the server was a bit cranky. Okay, it's good and it's okay. And we boost it. Okay, document is created finally. This was the entry next, and we've already done this. We've simulated it and follow on documents. Let's see. Okay, display. I hope it doesn't hang up again on us because it's kind of cranky. Yeah, follow on documents. This is something that we have to see. It's part of our learning. And follow on documents invoice display. Okay, vendor GRIR account. Vendor is credited. VAT receivable is shouldn't be VAT receivable. It should be VAT. Okay, receivable from the vendor. Okay, and this will be paid to the government. Okay, it will be cleared. Okay, and this is receivable from their side, and then we'll have to, of course, clear it. Somehow we'll have to transfer it to a credit amount. Okay, there's a debit amount over here. Okay, VAT receivable. But anyways, we move forward. And invoice verification problem. Okay, we didn't actually come up with this problem. Tax codes, we've already done this. And material price analysis, that is CKM3. Okay, CKM3. Material ledger analysis. Okay, material will be, what was that material? IM01. And invoice verification, we're not doing this because we haven't entered the freight because it was getting some errors. So we ignored that. And this is the freight account that is getting the debit. The vendor, of course, is getting the credit. Consumption, MIGO GI will do this, but first, let me just check what was that. ME22N, just to see what was our material. And that material, ME22N, come on, don't hang up on me again. Okay, fair enough. My purchase orders. Okay, it's not showing our purchase orders. Other purchase orders, that's 165. Okay, this is RM1. Okay, and enter. Okay, now we have this. This is the goods receipt that we have done. Okay, and 20, 21, 22, 23, 19, 20, 21, CKM3. Okay, fine. Invoice verification, we are not doing that. Okay, MIGO GI, goods issue 201. It is for cost center. Okay. MIGO GI, this is GI for good issue. Okay. 201, good issue, other material tab. Actual costing not active. Actual costing not active. Okay, no worries. We'll look at it later. Okay. Okay, go to issue other, account date, detail tab, LABRM, LABRM01. This is IMRM01. Okay, and quantity tab 25, quantity tab 25, kg. Okay, plant LAP1, where tab, plant other 201, GI for cost center. Okay, plant will be, okay, controller, IN01, plant LAP1 store location. Okay, yeah. Okay, receipt 201, IN01, storage location. That should be 3030. Yeah, text GI for CC, GI CC, count assignment tab, cost center. We don't have cost center here. Okay, let's check it. And cost center. Okay, where is cost center then? Oh, okay. He didn't enter that LFE9. No, it's IMCO 2000. And post number range does not exist for type WA. Okay, number range, number range. Transaction type WA does not exist. And okay, and we just go to OMBT, change groups, Control S, WA, WA. Okay, it is already assigned. Intervals 2026 is there. Okay, X1 is 2024. Control Y. Control Y again. Copy. Go back. Changes saved. Okay. Post. Factory calendar missing or error in factory calendar. Okay. Okay, factory calendar. No worries. SPRO. Now these are blockages that come in, and when you have a server that is hanging up, then of course you have to be a little bit slower. Enterprise structure, definition, logistics, define plant. IO01. Okay, factory calendar is missing. Okay, we'll change for all. Okay, 01 standard. Come on, don't hang up on me. Okay, we do the same for all other plants. Double click 01. We just keep the same. 01. 01. 01. Okay, so save, and now you can boost it. Factory calendar. Okay, we'll have to redo this transaction. Control slash n MIGO. Go to issue. Document date. Okay, 201. Material. Enter. Quantity 25. Where? IM01 3030. Enter. Okay. Count assignment 2000. Post. GBB are not possible. Okay. Okay. Now this is, if you have authorization, see, this is OB by C. GBB VBR. Now what is VBR? 3000 is the material category, valuation category, right? Which is raw material, of course. Oh, okay. Just go from, okay, slash, control slash, OIC. GBB VBR 3000. GBB. Now GBP, offsetting entry for inventory posting, double click, IMCO, valuation class, IM01, ZOB, okay, VBR, VBR. X is the valuation modifier, VBR, F1, okay, VBR, IM01, 400,599, slash FS00, 400,599. Maybe this account is not available for some reason. Yeah, IMCO, RM consumption, control data, tax category, okay, diesel consumption, posting date. Okay, what else is the problem then? Okay, MIRO, last time we were into this IMCO. We have to record an invoice based on the purchase record. Okay, and it should bring up 36 and purchase order 165. This was having errors, that's why there was a little bit of delay in uploading this lecture. We have to remove those errors. Those errors are again very benign and very small. So we're back again, and those errors were related to posting periods for MM, for FI, and some of those were related to those were very, again, very naive, taking the purchase orders, and there were some errors at plant level. We removed that as well, just configured the plant and their addresses. And now we are hoping to accomplish this. We've already accomplished the purchase order. Now this is the next one. There are like two parts. MIGO, when the GRN is done and the financial impact is recorded after the purchase order is done. That's the next step. That is MIGO and MIRO. So MIGO and MIRO will both will be entered. We've already entered MIGO. Now we'll enter MIRO. So there are like three parts: purchase order, MIRO, and MIGO. MIRO and MIGO. MIRO is for invoicing, as you can see from here, and MIGO is for good receipt or goods transition or transfer of stock or goods from plant to plant or storage location to storage location, intra-plant, inter-plant, okay, intercompany plant or intra-company plant. So based on that, now we have like three things: stocks, vendor, and stocks, vendor, and stocks and vendors. The stock, the vendor, and we have to reconcile it. Then the GRIR, yes. The GRIR acts as an intermediary, and the GRIR account is open to clearing, while the other accounts are absorbing. They're just recording. The other MM accounts. One GRIR account actually acts as a bridge between the vendors and the stocks that are received or invoiced. So we have three things like good received, good invoiced, and vendor. Okay, have to reconcile all of this, and for that we have to keep GRIR as open item account because it has to be cleared at the month end, the period end, or the quarter end. And that is the reason. Again, we've got a server that is very slow in thinking. Let me just pause it for a while. Okay, we got this back, and now calculate tax. Calculate tax. This will be 2800. It's calculating the tax. Okay, and we will simulate it. It took me a long time to process this MIRO because the server was a bit cranky. Okay, it's good and it's okay. And we boost it. Okay, document is created finally. This was the entry next, and we've already done this. We've simulated it and follow on documents. Let's see. Okay, display. I hope it doesn't hang up again on us because it's kind of cranky. Yeah, follow on documents. This is something that we have to see. It's part of our learning. And follow on documents invoice display. Okay, vendor GRIR account. Vendor is credited. VAT receivable is should be VAT receivable. It should be VAT. Okay, receivable from the vendor. Okay, and this will be paid to the government. Okay, it will be cleared. Okay, and this is receivable from their side, and then we'll have to, of course, clear it. Somehow we'll have to transfer it to a credit amount. Okay, there's a debit amount over here. Okay, VAT receivable. But anyways, we move forward. And invoice verification problem. Okay, we didn't actually come up with this problem. Tax codes, we've already done this. And mark on material price analysis, that is CKM3. Okay, CKM3. Material ledger analysis. Okay, material will be, what was that material? IM01. And invoice verification, we're not doing this because we haven't entered the freight because it was getting some errors. So we ignored that. And this is the freight account that is getting the debit. The vendor, of course, is getting the credit. Consumption, MIGO GI will do this, but first, let me just check what was that. ME22N, just to see what was our material. And that material, ME22N, no one don't hang up on me again. Okay, fair enough. my purchase orders. Okay, it's not showing our purchase orders. Other purchase orders, that's 16165. Okay, this is IMRM1. Okay, and enter. Okay, now we have this. This is the goods receipt that we have done. Okay, and 20, 21, 22, 23, 19, 20, 21, CKM3. Okay, fine. Invoice verification, we are not doing that. Okay, MIGO GI, goods issue 201. It is for cost center. Okay, MIGO GI, this is GI for good issue. Okay, 201, good issue, other material tab. Actual costing not analysis area. Actual costing not active. Okay, no worries. We'll look at it later. Okay. Okay, good issue, other. Account date, material tab, LABRM, LABRM01. This is IMRM01. Okay, and quantity tab 25, quantity tab 25 kg. Okay, plant LAB1, where tab, plant, other, 201, GI for cost center. Okay, plant will be, okay, controller, IN01, plant, LAB1, store location. Okay, yeah. Okay, receipt 201, IN01, storage location. That should be 3030. Yeah, text GI for CC, GI CC, count assigned on tab, cost center. We don't have cost center here. Okay, let's check it. And cost center. Okay, where is cost center then? Oh, okay. He didn't enter that LFE9. No, it's IMCO 2000. And post. Number range does not exist for type WA. Okay. Number range. Number transaction type WA does not exist. And okay. And we just go to OMBT. Change groups. Control S. WA. WA. Okay. It is already assigned. Intervals. 2026 is there. Okay, next one is 2024. Control Y. Control Y again. Copy. Go back. Changes saved. Okay. Post. Factory calendar missing or error in factory calendar. Okay. Okay, factory calendar. No worries. SPRO. Now these are blockages that come in, and when you have a server that is hanging up, and of course you have to be a little bit slower. Enterprise structure, definition, logistics, define plant. IO01. Okay, factory calendar is missing. Okay, we'll change for all. Okay, 01 standard. Come on, don't hang up on me. Okay, we do the same for all other plants. Double click. 01, we just keep the same. 01. 01. 01. Okay, so save. And now you can post it. Factory calendar. Okay, we'll have to redo this transaction. Control / n MIGO. Good issue. Document date. 201. Material. Enter. Quantity 25. Where IM01 3030. Enter. Okay. Start assignment 2000. Post. GBB VBR not possible. Okay. Okay. Now this is, if you have authorization, C, this is OB by C. GBB VBR. Now what is VBR? 3000 is the material category, valuation category, right? Which is raw material, of course. Oh, okay. Just go from, okay, slash, control slash, OIC. GBB VBR 3000. GBB. Now GBB, offsetting entry for inventory posting, double click. IMCO, valuation class, IM01, ZOB. Okay, VBR. VBR. X is the valuation modifier. VBR, F1. Okay. VBR, IM01, 40599. Control slash FS00 40599. Maybe this account is not available for some reason. Yeah, IMCO. RM consumption, control data, next category. Okay. Diesel consumption, posting date. Okay, what else is the problem then? Okay, 40599. This is there for IM01, valuation modified is X, VBR. We can have X, Y, Z, anything. Okay, but that will then be used everywhere. VBR. Okay. What is it that's saying? Round for entry, IMCO GBB, X, VBR 3000, not possible. Okay, thing is, procedures, GBB, posting key, rules, debit credit, class, general modifier, accounts, X, VBR, GBB. Okay, why is not possible? Let's investigate. System account determination, customizing, valuation. Keys made up of transaction key, valuation grouping, account grouping, valuation class, valuation grouping, valuation grouping, valuation grouping code, valuation class, and general modifier. Okay, I'm 01, 02, I'm 01, AUF, I'm 03, I'm 03. Now what is AUF, VX, VAY? Okay, let me just this. AUF will receive orders without account assignment. I thought order settlement AUA is not meeting. Okay. AUI, such an additional actual price for cost and return to cost. Because BSA for initial interest for balances, IND for expenditure income from inventory differences, which is difference from inventory. Whenever there is some change in prices, okay, in valuation. EX propositions for sales orders without account assignment. Account is not a cost element. If there is a cost element, there is account. Propositions for sales orders are captured through this general modifier. Propositions for sales orders with account assignment account is a cost element. This is VBO consumption of stock of material provided to vendor. Consumption from stock of material, consumption of stock of material provided to vendor. Now this can third party vendor for support that. VBR for internal conditions, for example, cost centers, the one that we're looking at right now. For sales orders account assignment, for example, individual purchase order. EKP for project management, for project account assignment, for example, for individual fee. Variable scrapping and destruction EQP for sample withdrawals without assignment, EQ for sample with ZOB for good receipt without purchase orders, movement type is 501. Good receipt without production orders, movement type 1 and 5. And account modifier for on. Then for consignment, liabilities, PAP for 500 rupees, account modifier for PR. Now, call is again a transaction like PRD is also transaction for finished goods. Therefore, those invoice receipts against $6, all those receivable purchase orders and order settlement, no issues and other movements, for transfer postings, price difference in the case of external accounts. That is basically, you can also search for this list online. Now, what we have to do is we'll just remove this. Okay. Copy again. We will delete this and save it. C. Do it again so that it actually clears out any discrepancies and it's able to. Account determination here means that it needs a geo account every time to record that and that. And just copy paste that. DBR. Okay. All right. Now go back. Okay, 40599. This is there for IM01, valuation modified is X, VBR. We can have X, Y, Z, anything. Okay, but that will then be used everywhere. VBR. Okay. What is it that's saying? Round for entry, IMCO GBB, X, VBR 3000, not possible. Okay. Thing is, Okay, we do this MIGO GI. RM01 quantity define where 01 3030. Okay, check. Not possible. Still showing account grouping code valuation from last solution. Accounts. Post track and found in T03A. We'll come back at it again. GDB. Rename. See. Maybe this might be the problem. Again, no, we'll stop it here. Already. And we have to add this one. This was missing. Okay. Now, MIGO GI. 201. 1501. 1501. Detail. Enter. 25. Large. 90. Okay, now that one is post. FBN1. FBN1 interval line does not exist. Okay. FBN1. 49. Okay, 95,000. Yes. Okay, now this is done. 26. Stock ledger MMBE. MMBE. 901. Stock commitments. Okay, we have this is the document flow. Also material flow. 75, 75 on order stock. This one. Okay. We can get the details. Okay, raw details. 75 unrestricted use. Plant and storage location. Display stock posting date MD5B. 25P. Evaluated stock. RM01. Storage location. Compute. CKM3. Okay. So minus 35. This was removed and transferred. This is the document number. Okay. And this is the movement type. It's showing over here. This was the receipt. This was the issuance. And this is the total balance. Okay. CKM3. CKM3. Inventory. Good receipt. GI for cost center. This is the price. Okay. 15,000 is the value. Okay. Old price. New price. Okay. CKMB. CKMB. No. Execute. Okay. 5,000 AD. And it's already coming back. Okay. Source document. This is the document. Price analysis. Okay. Okay. That's done. Next. Payment type group. Okay. AC Doka. AC Doka. SC11. AC Doka. Environment. Data browser. Table contents. Company code. IMCO. So here. 6. Is the table. AC Doka is the table. So it will actually show what we have actually. What the document numbers. These are document numbers that we just entered a while back. Yeah. Reference documents. These are the documents. Okay. CKMB. CKMB. Overview button. Double click on material. Material update button. 5,000. Movement type group. Common movement and general information. So there's no right now. So it is basically updating material. Okay, thank you much. We'll come back with the next lecture.